Hello everyone and welcome back to the continuation of our stream. So in case you missed the last stream, we've pretty much received confirmation from Cyberstep that a content update maintenance is going to be happening in another 2 hours from now. And until then, we're farming the remnants of the summer event to see what we can get, and so on and so forth. Hopefully we will be getting the summer event part 2 with lots of articles of awakening. Oh, it didn't take my energy, thank God. Hopefully I wasn't pinching my cord. That usually makes my audio sound really bad. Ah. Hello, welcome. Well, we gotta get out of all chat, that's for sure. Who. Ow. That was a good shot. We don't know it yet, but all these eggs are from the boss. So they are doing multiple passes? That's fucking sick. Oh, you mean Banjo will come in 2020? Or a whole new pass will come? Banjo can't come in 2020. We're like July or August. He should come out like before. He'll be out by Christmas. Just you watch. Like, listen to me. They're going to, Nintendo and Microsoft are going to re-release Banjo-Kazooie in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they're going to do an N64 classic and they're going to have it on it. There's going to be something that's going to happen, but to that capacity by Nintendo. And they're going to release whatever it is, whether it's just a remake or a remaster or an actual N64 classic. Whatever it is, they're going to make sure to have that out by Christmas so that people will buy it for Christmas gifts because it's an N64 or whatever. And then at the same time, they'll have Banjo-Kazooie come out by Christmas for Smash Brothers, and then kids are going to be like, oh my god, I want That, mommy, get it. And that would be the best marketing they could do. Crash would be a good assistant. Like, I mean, Crash would be good. A lot of people think like, oh, if we have Banjo, then the last two are just gonna be like Crash and Spyro, and everything's good. Like that's the dream team. I gotta go back to the beginning. Go back. Go back. Go back. Digimon the movie. Sorry, midnight. Oh my god. Frig, I was at work 2 hours ago. Look. I gotta stop leaving through the portal. I'm gonna click on this, but I don't have the energy to go in. I guarantee it. Yep, only 3. I knew it. Oh, fuck. I remember when weapon grade powder was like a friggin' premium item that you had to like trade stuff to get, and I was just like, yeah, I got 50 sitting in my friggin' storage. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. She would give birth. Well, cause like she's a human with frog-like capacity. She's not a frog that has human-like capacity, right? So it's gonna be like a human. But like, that's where it's really, really hard to say. Like, that's where like fantasy struggles, is when it comes to things like childbirth. Because let's say, for example, you have a character, right? And the character is like actually can turn into a dragon. Like characters like Fire Emblem or something. Like a character can transform into a dragon. Like, so if the character is like pregnant as a human, and they transform into a dragon, the baby, would they change with them? Or would they remain the same womb inside the mother, even though she turned into a giant dragon? Like, would it would adapt, but the baby wouldn't be able to grow at the same time unless the baby had the exact same like physics as the mother, like the same ability, and it was just linked via the umbilical cord. And then it would change accordingly, but I don't think it would ever turn into an egg, because that would just be impossible. Unless during the transformation into a dragon, the womb were to be coated in an egg-like shell to protect it, like if it was part of the transformation, then it would just be like put into a temporary shell. It's really hard to say. It is really hard to say. like shape-shifting and all that stuff, and let's say it is, well, let's say it is like My Hero, and someone had like a shape-shifting quirk like that. In My Hero, there's no guarantee that that quirks are hereditary, and that parents and their children, like the quirks, like just because parent A has one quirk doesn't mean that the child is going to have the same quirk, because it's an exchange of genes. Like the child would have to inherit a majority of their parents' quirk in order to get it. So by that logic, there's no guarantee that even if Sue were to have like frog eggs or whatever, there's no guarantee that the baby would have like any frog gene whatsoever inside them, and it would just like fuck everything up. What ship am I into from Midoriya? The friendship. I don't know. Uraraka's best girl, and that's where we leave it. I don't doubt it. I gotta stop leaving through the portal. Gotta stop. Would shapeshifting fall under magic or genetic tweaking? It really depends. Like, it could be either or. Like, in a grand scheme of things, it's gonna come down to the universe. But if the shapeshifting is done via magic, then it would, like, let's say a character like Maleficent, right, turns into a dragon via magic, but she's pregnant. It would probably be case A, where she would turn into the dragon, but the baby inside would be like unaffected. But if it was a genetic shape-shifting, like someone like Mystique from the X-Men, because that is, you know, mutations, genes, it's all genetic, then that shape-shifting would be genetic. And I think in that circumstance with Mystique, the baby would change too, or accordingly, because of like stem cells being exchanged from mother and offspring via the umbilical cord. So by that logic, it would be genetic, and it would like affect, like if it's genetic, it affects the baby. If it's magic, it only affects the user, unless specifically also targeting the baby. But yeah, logically there would be some kind of like astral magic barrier that would just protect the baby. Like, it would just depend on the user, but probably just for convenience, that would be the case. But as an overall statement on whether shape-shifting is genetic or magical, like even shape-shifting in Naruto is ninjutsu, it's magic, it's chakra. It's not a genetic change. But like, if someone shape-shift like a werewolf, that's a genetic change. But if someone just like casts a spell on themselves to change their appearance or to morph themselves, then it's magic. Well, yeah, like that's the thing. Like, if it all comes down, like, well, yeah, like when they're used right, like magic's great. But when they're just used like magic is just a hand of God, because that's basically what Deus Ex Machina is, just like hand of God intervenes, right? Like Gandalf is like that, for example. Yeah, like generally when you do it right, you have the magic appear, do what it needs to do, save the day, and then after you spectacle the viewer or the reader or whatever with the feat, later on you explain what went into it or how many times that could be used. Like then you explain the vulnerabilities of it. Like you shouldn't really there shouldn't really show vulnerabilities of something the first time you see it or explain it or show it. It should draw it should just amaze the viewer, and then later we go in and talk about its drawbacks or whatever. If that takes place, then it balances it, and treats it like it's you know, not some omnipotent force, but there's a science to it. That's what people seem to like nowadays a lot. Not just like when you're a kid, like fairy tales, like everything's just whimsical, things happen because they happen. But as you get older, like we want to understand like the science of it. So it's like, yeah, okay, that's cool and all, but I can't use this attack 999 times. Like there's got to be like a rhyme and reason to it, you know? Like the character can't just, I did the thing because I did the thing. Yeah, I saw that. It flashed on the top of the screen. Dear users will be having a maintenance today at 10 p.m. They don't usually announce that, to be honest. They never really do. Okay, I still got to do more of these runs, but we got talking about stuff. You know how it be. I guess I'll do some hell. That's alright, Tyler. Well, it's just someone asked a question. We're talking about like the difference between if shape-shifting is genetic or magical, then it depends on the universe, depends on the context. But if it is, then certain things take place, whereas if it isn't, then certain things also take place. Like, one or the other. But then we got talking to Deus Ex Machina. Like, I'm pretty sure, like Dia means, like, God, and Machina is something like a construct or whatever. But it's, like, basically, like, God just in time, like, the God mechanic. I think that's what it translates into. Hand of God, act of God. It's like the, and suddenly all was well. You know? Like, it would be like if in Dragon Ball, Shenron would just come whenever shit went bad for no reason, and would just grant a wish, like there wasn't like a procedure to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Dragon Ball Z is another good example. Like, for example, the first Super Saiyan transformation was in a way a Deus Ex Machina. Like, it was something that just showed up and it was amazing and it saved the day. But then right after we learn what goes into it and we learn what it is and others can obtain it and its limitations and its physical toll on the body, like, that's what makes it good. When the thing happens, you're spectacled by it, you enjoy it, it amazes you. And then after they explain the nitty-gritty of it. Yeah, Shenron was really awesome. It was like, Shenron was like a mixture between a genie and Japanese mythology at the same time. Or Chinese mythology, Journey to the West. Like, 7 lucky numbers and all that jazz. But later on, when everyone just got so OP, it didn't take that long to find the Dragon Balls. It became a tool rather than a mission. Like, it became like a resource. Yeah, I was wondering where you went. Welcome back. But yeah, the load screen is great. Oh, you walked around, you saw Sanzo? God of the machine, yeah. Like God of the construct. Like, oh fuck. Oh man, how do you kill this guy? Oh my god. This is the actual hell. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Oh, you went back to bed? Oh. Chillin', chill. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Whew. I was not expecting to fight that guy. I was not. Alrighty, Tyler, thanks for stopping by, man. Enjoy the Tararara. My cooldown sucks, I'm so mad. The pills are kind of a private thing. Like, if you said, what pills you taking? And I said, like, something to do with, like, hemorrhoids, you'd be like, oh, Oro has hemorrhoids. Like, it's kind of a private thing. Shouldn't really pry. I can only imagine one reason. Oh, I got them. Woo. Achievement 4, what did I do? Oh, that's fucking stupid. Well, I guess it's different than like Ritalin or something like that. So, on one hand, if a school thinks that a child should take antidepressants, then it's like, well, maybe. That's a tough case. Because I really, you know, unless like the parents are completely like out of their mind, like I think it's something left to the family to decide. But if they suggested it, then that might be a sign of care. It's really a case by case thing. I can't really judge it. I need to repair. I'm gonna die. Hello. Tsuna. Roku, why aren't you repairing my weapons? Oh my god. I'm like talking to him, trying to find the option to repair. I go to bargains, like, this is wrong. Really? That's what the fuck? Like, to be honest, you should be able to report to the fucking police anytime someone threatens you. You should be able to fucking report a threat, like, instantly. And if it's, like, true, you fucking get off. Like, to be honest. Like, I don't understand threats. Like, unless someone has someone kidnapped and they have, like, a knife to their throat, like, yeah, that's a fucking threat. But like any other threat, like fuck off. Like if you're an institution and you make a threat against someone, prepare to get fucking fired and defunded. Like, Jesus Christ. Unless, of course, it's like a non-violent threat and it's like, hey, if you don't control your kid, we're not going to let them come to this school anymore. That's also gay. Well, the thing is, then you fucking go to a private school. Fuck that shit. I know that's not always an option, but for fuck's sakes. I mean, you're a kid. But what does anger have to do with... I mean, I don't know much about depression, but... Anger and depression... Depression sounds like being depressed. I know that can lead to anger, but... I mean... Wouldn't counseling be better, or something else that's not just drug the kid? I really don't like that. Just, like, using drugs to solve problems when... Like, to me, like, if you're gonna, like, drug a problem away, especially if it's, like, a mental thing, or a personality thing, like, it should be as a last resort. It shouldn't just be the go-to. Well, did you? Are you talking to multiple people? You thought you weren't alone? That's the thing, like, someone can think you... Oh, man. Like, the doctor state in the US is really bad because they can think you have something, prescribe something on you, someone has to pay for it, and they get the big bucks because they pushed a pill pushers. They definitely exist. Absolutely. Well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with imaginary friends, but I think there's a point where a person... Well, no, it's not even that. It's like schizophrenia is a real thing. Like it's not just an over-diagnosage of, hey, I didn't grow out of my imaginary friends and I still think they're around. It's like literally, you know, shit's going down in the brain. I may only know my intro to psychology, but fuck, I don't know. But I can see that. Like, for me, I didn't really have imaginary friends, but like, oh, you mean like psychiatrists? Like, you're saying, like, I think I know what you're saying. Like, you can tell a psychiatrist all your problems and shit, but let's say you get into something really, really private or something troubling, they could, like, legally, like, say, like, oh, this guy's had suicidal thoughts, we're gonna put him on this thing, or, you know, like, even as much as you want to be honest, like, they could take something out of context, or something that's very minor that you talk about in a bit of detail, they could take it as, like, the central point of what's going on and really just like force, like, basically make a conviction of your mental state based on that. Like, is that what you're saying? Like, you're trying to be open with them, but they can misconstrue something and just fuck you over? Yeah, yeah. Like, just thinking about it, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. Strangely enough, that reminds me of a joke I saw today or yesterday. I think it's from the Trailer Park Boys. And they said, like, they were all high and driving. and they said, "You're under arrest for driving high." And he said, "You can't arrest me. I'm so fucked up right now. I don't know my rights. You're taking advantage of me." It was the fucking funniest thing. Like, it's like the whole consent argument too. Like the whole like you know, like that's what it is. Like you can't consent if you're drunk. So it's like, well, if I'm inebriated, then I can't consent. I can't. It's like, but you can't arrest me because I don't know my rights. It's like, well, I don't know. Reminds me of all those weird ads you see. Like, they're almost like propaganda. I don't even know if they're real or not, but they're like at like universities and shit. And they're like, remember, if someone's drunk, they can never consent or something to like sex. So like if you, they're saying like if you have sex with a drunk person, it's always rape, like no matter what, or whatever. And then there was actually a poster where it's like, Bob is drunk and Julie's drunk and they both have sex while they're drunk. And the verdict is that Bob raped her. But it's like, yeah, but they're both drunk. And it's like, they didn't get the mental, like, leap that they lost. And it's like, what do you mean? It was this weird, like, loss of logic. But, yeah. Like, what's a minor injury? $5,000. What if the drunk person yeah. Well, I don't know if it's rape, but you're taking advantage of their mental state? I don't know. You know what it comes down to? If you fucking know each other. Like... Oh yeah, the waterworks really well. But it's the whole question of semantics and people trying to change the definitions of things. Like... That's not a minor injury if you broke some bones. A broken bone is a major injury. A minor injury is like a scrape or a cut. But yeah, that's a broken bone. That's your x-ray, that's your cast, that's your medication, that's your painkillers, that's your X, Y, and Z. By that logic, yeah, that's a lot. You will pay a lot for that, but it is still a lot. It is, I won't deny that. In Canada, I've never broken a bone, but I've also never paid for anything medical. Like, I paid for prescriptions. Like, that's it. And I paid like $63 for this, like, cream I needed. Exactly. That's true, and it comes down to one of those things like, hey, did you know this person was drunk, or whatever. Whether it's going to impede your movement or not, at the end of the day, they're still broken. Okay, can you guys stop hitting me, please? Welcome back. We're talking about, like, weird shit. Broken bones and weird ads and being drunk and not drunk. What was recommended? Was it some kittens? I keep getting cat videos and stuff in my recommended. And the other day when the boys were over, friggin' there was a bunch of Shiba Inu pictures or videos on the thing. What was it? The YouTube. They're just everywhere. They're like, Logan, you watch dog videos? I'm like, no. Sometimes. Leave me alone. They're picking on me. Oh no, I learned my lesson finally. Oh yeah, like in the US it's right backwards. Like if something like major happens, people are like, don't call me a fucking ambulance. That's like $700 when you could just call me a taxi. Like people are fucking going to such lengths. Like fuck. That's why I would never want to live, like, to be honest, you wouldn't, like, I wouldn't want to live in the States unless I was like filthy fucking rich, like, because then I could afford to fucking live. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do that. Like, and apparently like the pregnancy procedure in the States is really fucking expensive too. And the minimum wage isn't even that high, so all these prices are fucking outlandish. I don't know. It's kind of backwards in some capacities. Well, at least in the medical department. Because, and what's his name? I think Trump was talking about that like a couple months ago or weeks ago. He was saying like, how come I can like go to another country, get the exact same pills, the exact same medication, and get it done for like 10% of what it costs here? He's like, why is that? And he was bringing attention to it. And it's a really good point. Like him or not, like it's like, yeah, like it's fucking common sense. Like people in the States will like take a flight, go to Spain, get their fucking knee removed or replaced or whatever, and then fly back, and it will cost less than doing it in the States. Like a lot less. Like covering both flights, the procedure, everything. Like it's quite a spectacle to behold. It's surprisingly hard to get into Canada. Like we have a lot of I don't know. Like the immigration is quite strict. Like unless like literally unless you're like an immigrant or a refugee running for their life, like it's really hard to get in. I mean, technically everyone would be an immigrant at that point, but what I try to mean is like, we've let in a lot of refugees in the past couple of years. But if you just want to come there to improve your life, it's like, fucking difficult. Heavy scrolls. Oh yeah, San, you sent me a picture that you got like a scroll or something. And that her skills, not a lot of them were like awakening based, but just level based. Well, when it comes to Canadian provinces, if you're coming looking for a good job, Alberta has the it's where people go to work. Basically, it's called going out west here, and that's where our oil sands are. And people will go and they'll do lots of hard work. Oil sands make like, I don't know, $50 an hour, whatever the fuck it is, and they'll work for like 4 or 5 years or whatever, and then they'll go to like the eastern provinces, and they'll buy a home for like not that much. And I guess I'm using Unichi, I don't know why. Yeah, they'll do something like that. But Alberta has like the lowest tax rate in all of Canada, I think. My friend moved out west just a couple years ago, actually. Like my tax rate where I live is 15%. 15% sales tax. But in Alberta, it's like 5 or 7 or something. It keeps going down. Like the more oil and shit they get, like it goes down and down and down. The Tale of Genji. That did good damage. No, that's next to like Toronto. Or Ottawa or whatever. It's on the, it's like closer to Vancouver. Vancouver's a hard place to go to on the western coast. Although they say Vancouver is owned by the Chinese though. Because a lot of Chinese people immigrated to Vancouver and it's literally like... I think the Asian demographic is like more populated. It's like as populated as the Canadian demographic. Something like that. Jeez, I never get to talk about Canada. Not as far as it takes to get to Quebec from California. Well, yeah, that's like as far apart as you can go. That's a straight line through. I mean, that is a straight line, but that's literally coast to coast at a diagonal. Hey, Fade. The shiny weapons, you have to get basically high level endgame gear. Like the first real shiny weapons, level 108, and that is the cross weapons from Satan. And then the next ones are at 113, and then 115, and then 120, 123, and so on and so forth. And then you have to craft them. You don't usually identify them or anything like that. I need to repair. And by repair, I mean heal myself. By heal myself, I mean repair. Probably the easiest way to get into Canada is like to either have like a really good skill or something, or come in on a visa and work, or I don't know, or like know someone that lives here and then marry them. Things like that. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. I left through the portal again. I am such a fool. I don't think 9 energy. I bet I did all my shit. Well, I'll go through this portal anyway. I am glad I got that scroll quite easier. A Twitch streamer do that? Do what? Yeah, the next shiny weapon is at 133 after that. Marry someone who lives there? Yeah, like, whatever. Like, it only makes sense. Like, if someone lives there and you marry them, you're now in a legally binding contract to be in a family. So, you know. Makes sense to me. I got a marble. I got a prayer crystal. I got some mill chests. Ooh. I mean, to be honest, the first lady could be, it's whoever the president's married to. Doesn't matter who they are. To be honest, it's not like you vote for a first lady. I got a Hell's Bible. Yeah, because he's a good actor. And then he became a mayor, didn't he? He became the governor of some place. Hey ho ho. What do I need to do, Dodo? Oh, I did. That stuff. This stuff. Oh yeah, fucking. That was his best role, was Mr. Freeze. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this exchange done. Floor store, why not? I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna talk to Sasuke and see all the shit I didn't buy and regret it. What did I eat? I bought the Transcendent. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't care anymore. Everything is good if I bought the Transcendent. I don't care anymore. Okay. Won't even let me select it. I'm clicking the wrong option. Yeah, I believe so, Sam. We are right hyped for that. Afraid my eyes just got tired. Oh my god. I'm trying to. Trying to find where my stuff went. Let's go, Ifrito. Let's go, Ifrito. Satan, I hope I can get you an article of awakening. I'm looking for Lancelot. Ranzeroto. Alright, so where am I? Ho ho ho! You know, I only heard good things about Reagan. Like, I've never heard a bad thing said about that man. Oh yeah? What's his name was in Home Alone 2? Trump was in Home Alone 2. I remember that. Home Alone 2 is a good movie. We watch it every Christmas. Yep, mags do affect your Vanguard, absolutely. Yep, they take whatever your biggest total skill force is, add it up, and use it towards their skills. So like, if you if you use, like, let's say all rank 7 skill force mags, and you're only using rank 5 skills in the Vanguard, those skills won't get buffeted by the effects of the mags. But if you're just using like 105s or general Magatamas, and you're using the appropriate skills, then yeah, the Vanguard will be affected by your skill force, your total skill force. No matter if it's spear, sword, axe, wand, whatever it is, whatever the highest number is will affect the Vanguard. Mags will work like fully function compatible with them, and accessories as well. Mounts, on the other hand, are completely independent of your build, and Vanguard's attack also scales off of your weapon attack, your total character attack. So that's generally how your equipment will affect the Vanguard. But any buffs that you have before you Vanguard swap will not affect them. Hey Len. Yeah, it's primarily, ever since, what's it called? Ever since Miyamoto came out, if you don't really have a Vanguard, then, yeah, you can't do, a lot of stuff. Well, you can, but some people are free to play and they do fine. But I can't say that they're doing it completely solo. They have friends that have stuff. Like, but yeah, it's, but the saying that we go by is it's not really pay to win. You can put as much money into as you want into this game and still be trash. Yeah, like mounts only go so far. Mine's already out of stamina. But someone asked how long is this event? We have about an hour and we have an hour left of this event. This event will go, the Onigiri will go into maintenance in an hour, and this event will come to an end then. And then part 2 will start in like 6 hours from now. Or the new next update, yeah. 1 hour remaining. Final day. That's sweet. Yeah. Like, you do get a lot of, like, random stuff. Oh, wait, I have Lancelot. Yup. It can happen. Just the chances of getting a 5-scroll Vanguard without paying anything are very slim. Yeah. Like, we all pick up the occasional Vanguard every now and again. And the next update's going to really, really help with the people that are struggling to get scrolls. So that's fantastic. We're going to finally get our Articles of Awakening. I mean, we already had them, but we're going to get them, like, in full. So everyone who played events up till now are going to get the stuff. So real quick, you asked how can you get the rest of the Sasuke scrolls? If you haven't got them all by now, they're obtainable from doing the treasure chest in the end, buying them from Sasuke, doing achievements, and getting them as a reward from running the event. If you didn't get them all by now, there's only an hour left, so you could give it a shot to try and run more of the event to get some, but realistically, I don't think there's much of an opportunity beyond that to get the rest of the scrolls, unless you were to use the new Articles of Awakening or something else in the future. But how it's going to help is, like, we're going to get an Article of Awakening scroll from this event, from doing achievements or exchange shop or whatever. There's going to be a bunch in the login calendar. I think there's like 4 or something. And if you played a lot of the other events, we're going to have, I think all my scraps are in storage, but if they're going to add up, we might walk away from this next event with 2 or 3 Articles of Awakening, depending on how much events people played and how much they get in this one, because they are rewards from running the dungeons. Like, this event's really, really big, like, on running it. So if someone like me or someone has had like a 3-scroll Vanguard or a 4-scroll Vanguard or whatever, and they've just been sitting on it, this is a chance to get that Article of Awakening, 5-scroll them, bam, they're filling up twice as fast, and you just, you know, you feel like you can take on the world. Because there's nothing worse than using a Vanguard that's not 5-scroll. Like, it's not the worst thing ever, but when you know the feeling of a 5-scroll, and like, and you go to a 4-scroll, like, oh my god, this takes 3 years. This is not the Mikami event. Like, if this is the event we're getting, the one it's part 2 to this, it's not Mikami. And right now, this is the summer festival. I could in a second, easy. I'm just trying to look for my Articles of Awakening. Unless they're on me for some reason, they shouldn't even be on me. I don't even know what they look like. I guess I could search by name. That'd be the easiest way to find them. Clickety click, click click. Don't click on that. Okay. Huh. Are they like key items or something? I don't know how to find them. Yeah, there's gonna be rewards from running the dungeons, absolutely. I don't know where they are. Where does the game keep your scraps? Are they key? They are key? Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. They should be. You know what else should be key items? Vanguards. So they're in the key. They are key items. Well, wow. Oh, I thought I had way more than that. Oh my god, I only have 3? Fuck. I guess we got 1 per update? Well, I guess I have 3. I thought I had more than that. I have 3. Wow, look at that. Fucking rainbow cherry blossom. Oh, torn pieces. I gotta go turn them in before they take them from me. Torn pieces. I don't think it's possible that more than 3. Because we would have had the Zunko event, Coats and Noah Sisters event, and then the event before this one, but that might have also been Coats and Noah. I don't know what... gargoyles? I don't think they had them either. Yeah, someone was saying that there's like 4 whole articles. Fuck. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. But yeah, the event, like running it's gonna give the chance for articles, so it's something that like definitely worth running, like every day. We're gonna make Onigiri fun again. Woohoo! But I do think it's gonna help. I do think the event's gonna help out a lot of people. Especially that free, like we're supposed to get an Articles of Awakening somewhere, like a straight up, like solid one. Yeah. I remember people talking about it on PC. Like I think it's in the update. Like they say, like run, like if you run it, there's a chance you can get one. So, yeah, hell yeah. It's a big event. Big. It's gonna be hype. And probably like if there's one where you run it with a Vanguard, then it might have a higher reward rate for those like limited runs, and then your party runs will be like the regular rate. Sort of like, kind of like Yogg, but instead of getting like eggs, you're trying to get or the items to make the weapons, you're getting scraps. Like if that's how it is, then hell yeah, it's gonna be hype. Hype. Speaking of hype, there's 1 hour left until maintenance. So if you have anything left to do, exchange shops, the Black Cat, anything at all, make sure you do all that stuff. And you have to have Genbu to get the reward. What? It's 2 hours. I thought it was 1 hour left. This is per plunkadunk. That's some smart friggin' thinking, my dear. Because then you're going to start the calendar a day early. That's using your noodle. I never do that because I always stream the night before an update. Always stream. So yeah, like if everything turns out the way that we're hoping, the way that it had been, then it's going to be a fantastic event. This is the event that's going to be like, oh man, I can't wait to get home from work to play Onigiri. I can't wait to get home from school to play. I can't wait to get up and play and use my energy. Like, do you remember that feeling? That feeling of, oh man, I got my energy, I gotta go use it, gotta go get some stuff, gotta go have fun. Like, oh man, it's been far too long when Onigiri's been like, yeah, let's go, instead of, oh fuck, I gotta do these challenges or else. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you say that, and then like 5 weeks later, you're like, oh man, I didn't do shit. Damn it, the world owes me everything. I can't see shit. I mean, possibly. But I don't think I will. Like, what's that quote from Avengers there? Endgame? No, I don't think I will. Cap. The meme. Alright, let's go. Might try and get some Ibarakis. Yeah, no, I don't think I will, that's it. Aim for Ibaraki, that's how you get a 5-scroll fucking Genbu. Easy. That was some good damage. It's regular made? Oh, that makes sense, actually. Because it goes with the plot. My father says... To be honest, we need a new Vanguard that's as good as Lancelot and Oda and shit. Like, we've been getting too many gimmicky Vanguards that, like, aren't at that level. Good point. Good question. This boss song is so good. Someone said that Zonko was good, yeah. Yeah, actually, it's a good point. It probably will. Raiko's like Yogg 3. The Rain Mags. Oh my god. Alright. I just thought of it. It's gonna happen. So, when Yogg came out, darkness was the element that everybody had. So there was like 50% of the population went bow. So you know what's gonna happen when Rain Mags come out? 50% of the population are gonna go spear. Everyone's gonna go fucking spear. That's what Sand's saying, yeah. Because of her lightning. And I guess yours would do fine too, if the typing's right. But when those mags come out, they're gonna be rain. And there's gonna be people using bow, and there's gonna be people using rain for spear. Is it going to remain bow? Probably. Well, that's the population that already has knowledge mags, right? I'm talking about the population that doesn't already have knowledge mags. If a new knowledge mag comes out, and there's a bunch of people desperate for knowledge mags, and they have rain on them, well then those players are going to use the weapons that have the best rain. I.e. spear, and then spear and bow. But, to be honest, bow's rain is highly praised because of their mags giving them rain. It's not so much like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this because of this. Like it's kind of the other way around. Whereas Cursed Arrow is so good that people use bow just to use it, and it works on Paglia, and it works on, you know, any enemy that's moving, like the instantaneous nature of bow. And low cooldown, low dura, cheapest dark, most effective. Like the list goes on. But straight up rain, like Spear has the 2 sublimes, Water Dragon, and Tidal Wave. Like, Spear has the most water moves, I'm pretty sure. Negative fire element, who cares? You're gonna have like 10,000 defense. People use knowledge on Lucifer, they don't give a shit. They get hit with lightning, it's like whatever. Or holy, whatever. True, no Lance of Flames. True. Lance of Flames, Blaze Sanction. Normally it's twin. Twin and staff, I believe. Or maybe not staff. I don't know. Don't move. Thank you. He moved into it. Axe. Yeah, axe and twin. You're right. It's axe. He moved. Oh shit. Oh my god, back up more. I'll just stay over here. Yeah, we're just talking everything in general. Just talking about what would happen to a bunch of new players that just get access to this new knowledge that's a rain-based knowledge. Well, yeah, like, it's just like how, for me, I didn't give 2 shits about the thunder knowledges. Because I'm like, well, my mags are already thunder. And the same thing when knowledge came out, Suzaku didn't care because his mags are already dark. Like, it's one of those situational things. But when it's an element you don't readily have access to, like darkness or... I mean, sword users are gonna love it because they want rain forever. But what's the but? You're not a dum-dum like me. I didn't even get the mags. You're right, you got them all. That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, they are pierced. That's right. That's what makes them different. The other ones were sliced and we didn't care. You're right. They are pierced. You're right. I'm the dumb one now. Eva is true. That's right. Eva is true. The truth. The Megami no goddess of truth. She would never lie, even if it was on a bed. What does the title mean of the stream? We're farming this event until maintenance kicks us off, or we're farming this event before the next update, which is in an hour. Bethany. I haven't heard that name in a long time. There was this person that went to my school. Her name was Bethany. I talked to her a bit, but she ended up becoming a real big bitch in high school. Wow, I've been out in the sun so much that my skin's getting darker. Oh yeah, it's a part 2 to this event, a continuation of sorts. It's where they're going to formally introduce the Articles of Awakening and the Magatama ornamentation items to remove them and stuff. So we're going to get a lot of supplementary items and Vanguard scrolls and things like that. It's gonna be awesome. Log in every day. Play every day. Fucking, like, go in. Like, I'm gonna go into this event. I'm saying it right now. Like, if this event is the one that's coming, like, I fucked off for Zunko. I kinda went hard at the sisters. And I kind of fucked off for this event. I fucked off for this event too. But for this next one, I'm gonna fuck right on. Or we'll be farming it like it's fucking Yogg in 2013. Or wait, that's a different year. Like 2016 Yogg. That's what I'm gonna feel like. 2017 Yogg. Any accessories? There might be some Genbu accessories. I heard that there are ghost accessories, but I'm not too sure what's in the Nyankoro Pond, Mario. Hopefully there'll be some Genbu stuff. I think Genbu might be wand or staff accessories, to be honest. Staff and dark. Toshi comes back? What? I mean, if Toshi comes back, if you're a spirit person, time to fucking go in. Time to take mommy's savings and put them to good use. When will we get knowledge mags? Well, maybe before 2020. Well, they're supposed to come back for a second time, but we started on that second time. Like, we started on Yogg Redux. That's why they had the Gawain drops for items, I think. Because when we get our Yogg, like we already had the, when you identify a weapon, it's now max level. There was no variance on that anymore. So I don't know I don't know if we got Yogg Redux or not. Because the question is, did PC get Yogg and then New Year's Yogg, or did it get Yogg and then New Year's Yogg, and then New Year's Yogg again? Like, was it like A B A B, or was it A A B B? I mean, when we had them, they stayed for like an extra month. He died with his panic. Oh my god, Satan, what the hell? She started glowing. I was like, what the fuck's gonna hit me? Ah. I am a fan of this Lancelot skin. Outfit, swimsuit. There's 116. So I gotta use this energy, and then I gotta exchange my items, and then I think that'll be it before the update maintenance kicks us off. Woo! Yeah. Crunch Island. Bum 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 bum. I'm gonna click on the tweet. Oh, there's some likes. Is there comments? There's one comment and it's just eyes. 12 likes. I guess I can like them. How do I like? Like. Hey Peyton, what do you miss? Miss Onigiri? That's a very sad emoji. That's the face someone makes when they like can't have pudding because they forgot their pudding money and they're watching someone eat pudding right in front of their face. And no one will give them money for pudding. That's what that face looks like. Now I'll always see that face as the sad pudding face. Because he wants pudding too. You're too late to be on Onigiri. I mean, this next event's going to be a great one. Going to have lots of helpful stuff, but if you were just starting, then you wouldn't really have the means to farm it to get the great stuff. So I feel you there. You know, now that I think about it, like, Onigiri isn't a game that we really played. Onigiri is a game that we lived. Not to speak in past tense, but it's just like, I was thinking like, well, you know, Onigiri is like one of like the best games I ever played, but it's not really something I played, it's something I experienced. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I guess my phone told me that someone on Twitter is following me. I'm being stalked, guys. Gonna need your help. I need to get out of here. They're coming to my location. Trying to take my OC. That's awesome, Flame. That's great, actually. 2 fuse is big living. Fuck, the amount of people that get fused still oppresses me. Like, it used to be something of like elite status, and now everyone's just getting their hands on them. And I don't mean them in a bad way. Ifrit just fucking died. It's go time. I might not be able to see you, but I'll be able to feel you when your blood gushes onto my sword. Yeah, boys. 257 combo. Yeah, boy. Ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah, keeping the combo going. Yes, 300 hits. Okay, I did it. Woohoo! Erfahrenes Herz. Oh, against the boss, you mean? Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's where the meta went. Like, single hit damage cap isn't as good as multi-hit 6 mils or 2 mils or whatever. Absolutely. Like, it all comes down to how many L1s you press for how much damage. You know, within reason. Like, Miyamoto's classing blades still kind of holds up because it's like 2 hits of potentially damage cap, and that's still good. And then there's like, yeah, but absolutely. Absolutely. It's our almost 130! Ah! Yeah, Google's saying it's 2 a.m. The update's in half an hour. Where's Ifrit? If you kill me when I'm trying to summon Ifrit, get on. Yes. I don't know if I'll be able to use all this energy or not. And to be honest, that shouldn't matter. After this run, I'll check the exchange shop and see what I can get. Because any energy that I have left is just going to go towards tomorrow, because 13 hours are not going to pass. You know what? I'm going to say it. Onigiri is like the melee of MMOs. It might look bad, but it plays like a fucking dream. Yeah. It's the pinnacle of MMOs. I think the best thing about Onigiri is honestly the difficulty. Like the learning curve difficulty. Like once you master that, you feel so fucking good. You're getting hit, boy. Oh no. Uh-oh, you're getting attacked. Oh, you're alive. I see. Hey, Trevor. How you doing? Am I gonna? I don't know. Ice isn't really my thing. The rain is good, but wait, what? Oh, I didn't catch the part about Gakogar. I'm like, what the fuck? In my mind, when you say purgatory, all I think of is sleep. That's all I want. Like, I'm like, why am I gonna use this on him? Fire and wind, though. I don't know. Actually, what's he weak to? Thunder and oh baby, thunder. I'm gonna spam rolling thunder on his asshole. She's cutting too. I do? Why is that? Oh yeah, icicle punishment would work. You'd get fucking wrecked. There's no way. That's exactly what I'd use. Icicle punishment. Invincibility frame for 10 years and 15 years of range. Absolutely. Dead in one shot. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. 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 Alright, so we gotta go check the, fucking, what's it called? The exchange shop. Oh yeah, he's gonna, oh yeah, his ice is very high. I don't, and I don't think anyone else does. Hey Slime, it should be part 2 of the summer event. Alright, So 60. Oh, okay. I might have enough. Lots of tickets. Alright. Dingy-dingy-doo. Lots of mail chests. They got... Really? That's sick. Ta-da! Alright. So I finished the box. Just in time. What's tanking selling? 98. Alright, yeah, I'll do that. He's selling his El Catastrophe Sin? Because he probably doesn't use it anymore. Eva, you beat me to it. I was hitting all the friggin' buttons. I was coming here. Oh man. Put a smile on my face. You beat me to it. I wasn't putting up with that. I was just fucking going. I didn't have the stream pulled up. I was about to fucking go in there. You beat me to it. There's that Bethany person again. Fuck. Putting a smile on my face. What about banana? What about banana? The only thing I can't get from that, because it takes all the blue shit, right? And that's just running and it takes a while. Banana, I got most of it. Like I got the scrolls, I got the ding 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 ding. I didn't get these Dura tickets, which is okay. And I didn't get these boosters, which is okay. And I didn't get all these cores, which is okay. Because that's like 20 bananas. And I'm like, oh, fuck that. The drop boost, though, is 5 bananas for a drop boost? Okay. 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 I'll get some drop boosts. I will do that. I will get some fucking bananas. We're gonna go get the SP ticket. We're gonna roll it. And then we're gonna get some bananas, because... I guess I have time. Onigashima. Whew. Like the friggin' that 133 spear is gonna do some damage. That 133 spear is gonna be like Water Dragon 7, Water Dragon 6, and like Icicle Blossom 7. Like that's it. And then it's gonna have like Tidal Wave Sublime and like Water Dragon Sublime. And then we make another one for Icicle Punishment. Isn't there a 12? Oh, 127. Yes. There is a 127. So I was like, what the fuck is a 12-7? But yes, there is. Hello. Hello. Do I have Yozu's? I do have Yozu's. Yorozu. So apparently I can get an SP. My inventory's full. There is a skill, like the skills with Leviathan. I don't know if they're that good or not, but they're like a puddle and a splashy splash. Things like that. Totally should mess with that. Where did I get these ice stones? Anyway, I have room now. You know what I want there to be sublimes of? I want day 10 Ryu sublimes. Like, yeah, we get the megas and shit, but I want a motherfucking hurricane. Oh yeah, like I was gonna go time him out and like see if he said anything after, but yeah. At first he was being playful, but like after that last one I was like booting it up, going in, dink dink dink, like I was searching for it, and then I saw that he was hidden, and I was like, alright, he beat me to it. I was smiling. Thank you. What is this? Oh, I don't have Sasaki Kojiro? Okay, I'll buy that. Sure. Are there anything else I have that I don't have? Article of Awakening. No. I do have Hideyoshi. I will buy that. Thank you. It's just a couple Yorozus. Yeah, it's still 170 here. Yeah, I didn't. I thought I bought all the ones I could, but I'm like, wait a minute, I did not. Who do I own? I own Gawain, I think. Yeah, I bought like a couple. I remember I was next to you. Still waiting for the flash, the fucking skill set flash of retribution. Fuck. Wouldn't that be the day? But I don't have some of these characters. Like, oh, whoa. What do you mean, Amon? I don't want to buy this. Please, no. I do have a tri-tail, so I can buy that. Ho-Ohs is nice in case I ever get a Ho-Oh. Yeah, I gotta have a Ho-Oh. I don't know about Broken Seal, but I'm not buying a Mana Jack. Fuck that. It's worth. I don't know about that. Kenshin might be worth. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want Shingens. I don't want Shingens around. Oh no. Can I use this? Can I be used at a Ho-Oh? No. I don't have a Kenshin. Tri-tail, Kojiro, Sanzo, Hideyoshi. Oh no, the internet's cutting out. What the hell? Everyone just disappeared. Are we crashing? Is the maintenance happening? I gotta use this ticket. Yes. Oh boy, fish eyes. It was worth. Tank scheme. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the place. We have, wow, the fucking stream timer is the exact time it is where I live right now. It's like 1:41 on my clock, and it's 1:41 in the stream. So we have like 10 minutes to get some bananas. I'm trying to get some bananas so I can get like a 400% drop boost. I have the good internet, thank you. I actually have like a business internet connection. Okay, ho ho.